Golden Wildfire, the Golden Guardian. After Count Gloucester's surprising defection, the Empire's invasion of Leicester begins in earnest. The Alliance Roundtable unravels, and the region descends further into chaos. Yet the Alliance does not yield. Claude takes command and rallies his comrades, insisting that so long as they can withstand the Imperial onslaught on Regan territory, they will survive.
And that's where things are. It's only a matter of time before the Imperial army marches on Regan territory.
Once again, Margrave Edmund is only offering financial support instead of troops.
My apologies. I'll do all I can on the front lines in my adoptive father's stead.
And on top of that, he sent his adorable daughter to risk her life on the battlefield. Unbelievable.
I'm so sorry for the trouble.
You have nothing to apologize for. The blame rests squarely on your father's shoulders. Mark my words, the next time I see him.
I think we get the picture, Judith. Save that fire for the battlefield. We're finally free of Count Gloucester and his overbearing pompousness. You don't need to go filling his shoes.
Isn't that exactly why you called me here? If I'm to fill his seat, I assume I also get his right to complain. Honestly, what's going on? The Alliance is facing an unprecedented crisis, and these great lords can't even show up to their own roundtable.
House Ardelia has no ability to resist the Empire, given our location and lack of military power. Were my father to take his seat at the Round Table now, the Empire might interpret it as a show of defiance.
I take it that means House Ardelia won't be contributing to the Alliance in any way. 2 of the 5 Great Lords have effectively forfeited their seats. Why not fill Ardelia's chair with someone like Viscount Seward?
Not happening. Can you imagine the fuss Albany and Burgundy would kick up when they learned we only asked Seward to participate? Those 3 houses have always been treated as equals. Besides, I doubt Viscount Burgundy could come even if we did invite him.
House Burgundy's circumstances are much the same as House Ardelia's. In fact, their position may be even worse than ours.
How are we supposed to stop the Empire like this? House Goneril was supposed to swoop in and save our skins, and even they couldn't bother to attend.
Leave it to my brother to eat some bad mushrooms just before an important meeting.
Don't you make excuses for him. If Holst couldn't make it, then the Duke should have come himself.
House Goneril has already pledged their full support. They're not the problem here.
Then why waste our time with this conference?
Our troops were provided by the Alliance's nobles. You know we can't act without a resolution from the Round Table, even if it is a mere formality. And anyway, the entire Alliance needs to be on the same page if we're going to coordinate our military strategy.
Well, as I said, I'm afraid there's not much House Ardelia can do, even if we are informed.
Be that as it may, we still have to get this done. Let's move on and discuss our strategy for the battles to come. This is it, folks. Right now, we need everyone focused on defending Deirdre. Here's the plan.
When we fought the Empire at the Great Bridge, it looked like they had a number of mercenary groups working for them. And yet, I didn't see any sign of Gerald's company among them.
It's not like that was the only battlefield, and there's no shortage of mercenary companies.
That's true. And you don't have any inkling of when the Empire is going to launch their attack on Deirdre?
No clue. They could strike tomorrow for all I know.
Then I imagine there's no time to waste in formulating a plan and fortifying the city's defenses.
Yep. If we lose the initiative, the battle's practically over.
If that's the case, then why are all of you just idling the days away?
The army can't act until Claude returns from those meetings. It's like no one can even sneeze around here without it turning into an endless debate. A king or emperor can make things happen with a wave of their hand. But I guess it's not so simple when you're leading an alliance.
Ruling by consensus may work in peacetime, but it seems to have a distinct disadvantage during a war.
Hey, Claude's calling for us. Sounds like the round table's finally over.
We better get going. If we don't hurry, all the food'll be gone.
It's not a banquet, you know. It's a war council. But yeah, we should move.
I'll be right there.
Let's start with introductions, shall we? Allow me to present the head of House Daphne, the Honorable...
The name's Judith. I'm joining the War Council at the invitation of our Supreme Leader here.
It is a pleasure to see you once more, Lady Judith. I am heartened to know that we will be fighting at your side.
You're Gloucester's kid, right? You've grown into quite a handsome boy over the last few years.
I'm sure all the men here seem like little boys to someone like Judith.
Ah, Duke Goneril's daughter. You've grown quite lovely yourself. You'll be outshining me in no time.
Are you kidding? I've got a long way to go before I can compete with you.
I don't really know what you two were talking about, but I think I'm ready for it to be over. Let's start the briefing.
So, you want us to hamper the Imperial Army's advance in order to delay their arrival at Deirdre?
That's right. And we'll use every bit of time we gain to tighten up our defenses around the capital in preparation.
Then we have to avoid losing too many of our allies before the battle in Deirdre.
Exactly. Hold them off as best you can, but the second you're in any real danger, I want you to fall back.
It's easy enough to order retreat after retreat, but I don't see how that's supposed to win the day.
Can you be more specific? How exactly are we going to slow down the Imperial Army?
We'll use our terrain advantage to impede their progress and keep them off balance. A small force should be more than enough to handle that. Ultimately, our goal is just to buy time until the defenses are ready. And if we can just stop them from taking Deirdre...
Claude, I have to ask, are you keeping some kind of incredible top-secret plan from us?
Sure, I may have something up my sleeve, but it won't amount to anything if we fail to protect Deirdre, I can promise you that.
But if we succeed, then this plan of yours will get us out of our predicament? If that's the case...
Yes, then there is still hope.
You kids are all so young. Don't do anything rash and get yourselves killed, all right?
All right, let's reclaim all that time we wasted on the roundtable conferences. Watch each other's backs out there. I know we can do this. Got a minute?
Hey, Claude. Looks like you had another one of those meetings. You finally finished?
For today, yeah. But we're picking up right where we left off tomorrow.
That's a lot of talking. What could possibly call for that much discussion?
Well, first, we need to settle on a direction for the Alliance. And then come all the pesky little details. All responsibilities need to be doled out fairly, but each territory has different resources and different circumstances, you know? So it's tricky to figure out what's really fair. There's no one answer that works across the board.
But you're their leader. Can't you just make a bunch of decisions and get it over with?
No can do, I'm afraid. I may be the leader, but I'm still just one of the 5 Great Lords. Sure, I may be the idea man, but I don't have the authority to enforce anything on my own. On top of all that, most nobles are experts at focusing on what's good for their own territory instead of what would benefit the Alliance as a whole. When priorities clash, the debates just go around and around in endless circles. Makes me wonder if we'll ever reach a consensus on anything.
Hold on. Do you really think you'll win the war like this? You'll always be on the defensive if you can't act decisively.
I hear you, believe me. The process works much better in times of peace, but since we're at war, it's frustrating to say the least. What's worse is that it's near impossible to get a read on the situation. I don't have the foggiest idea how we're going to overcome this. Say, mind if I pick your brain? What would you do in my shoes?
What, me? Well, I guess I'd... just hit him with the old ba-bam, you know? That's the way.
Ba-bam, right. Think you could elaborate on that a little?
What I'm saying is, why not just get rid of all the talking?
You mean get rid of the Alliance's council altogether?
Exactly. If you give yourself more authority, then it won't take as long to make decisions. It doesn't even have to be permanent. You could go back to the old way once things are peaceful again. But I guess that wouldn't go over too well with the other nobles, huh?
Actually, I think you're onto something. Can't say it hasn't crossed my mind before. If folks at the Round Table just keep looking out for their own territory's interests, we'll be in a world of hurt if the Alliance is ever invaded. I just wish they could see that.
Whoa, are you seriously considering it, Claude?
Of course. Unfortunately, the possibility of it actually happening right now is basically zero. But you've given me a lot to chew on. Let's do this again sometime.
Just say the word.
That's a tricky one.
Are you sure?
One step at a time. Anyway...
Which battle do you wish to reflect on? I'll continue gathering records of your battles.
Hey there. Need something? Is this it? Is this it? Is this it? See you around.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Well, well. Hello, you. Come back soon, all right?
Greetings. Welcome.
Oh,
Hey! Let's see.
fascinating. I was wondering who it was. What fortuitous timing.
Did you need me for something?
Nothing in particular. I was simply thinking of having a little chat with you. Please, do relax.
But I already am relaxed.
I've heard your background is quite the mystery, and what's more, that you possess some sort of unknown power. It's certainly a bold decision for Claude to put someone like that in charge of frontline forces.
I don't know if there's anything bold about it.
Oh? It seems you do not understand your unique position then. Each noble house in Leicester commands its own knights, and those knights in turn enact the will of their lords through the soldiers in their employ. But you are no knight, merely a mercenary who commands soldiers in fealty to nobody at all.
Maybe so, but all my orders come straight from the Alliance leader himself. What's the problem?
There is no problem, per se. You excel at what you do and fight with true valor. However, protecting the people of Leicester has always been the nobility's responsibility, and theirs alone. Some nobles may feel insulted that they have to rely on a simple mercenary of unknown origin.
Seriously? But nobles are usually the ones hiring mercenaries in the first place.
On the other hand, I hear there are more commanders of common birth in the Empire of late. Given our current lack of resources, the Alliance could serve to learn from them and promote more commoners through our ranks. Which means there should be no particular reason for anyone to resent you.
Didn't you just say they might feel insulted? If nobody's getting all hot under the armor about it, then there's no problem, right?
That said, this does not change the fact that a noble's obligation is to protect the common folk. Though your exact origins remain unclear, you undoubtedly fall into the commoner category as it stands. Therefore, you are entitled to all the protection a noble is compelled to provide. Simply say the word if you ever require my assistance.
Of course, Lawrence. You'll be the first person I go to. Capable guy like you has plenty of sway with the other nobles, after all. You know, at first I thought you were just coming to complain, but you were actually trying to be nice.
Me? Nice? To you? Oh my, you are funny. Allow me to explain. I am the heir to House Gloucester, a noble among nobles. My offer of aid was not an act of kindness. It was a means to inform you of your place in this society. You would do well to remember the order of things here in Fodlan.
So you just came to tell me how I'm disrupting the order? You are complaining.
Most certainly not. Do you really think me that small-minded? I've acknowledged your skills, and all I ask in return is that you act according to your station. Understand?
Not really, no. I mean, we're at war, and you're seriously telling me I need to worry about how nobles and commoners are supposed to act? In any case, my job as a mercenary is to fight. Simple as that. You're wasting your time if you're gonna get all bent out of shape about me.
I am not getting... Never mind. We shall continue this at a later date.
Need something? How's this?
Hey!
You sure?
Let's see.
I can do this!
Ah.
How tragic.
Let's see.
I'll take care of this. Do you have a moment?
Let's see.
Oh my! You need me?
This is unfortunate.
Hey, you. Please.
That reminds me. How tiresome.
Well, how'd it go? Any result's a good result.
Time to work you into shape.
Hey, a new power.
Glad I haven't been wasting my time. I think it's making sense now.
I had this power within me all the while?
Not gonna forget this.
I'll master this.
Time to work you into shape.
Glad I haven't been wasting.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat. Can't wait to see how you do.
Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on you both.
I don't know how much help I'll be, but... okay.
Sure, I can help.
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on you both.
Very well. I will join you.
I'll do what I can.
We all must do our fair share.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Solid, solid.
Having a meal with everyone really gets me fired up.
I don't know, eating just makes me sleepy. Is it nap time yet?
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Phew, glad that's finally over.
Oh, hey! Nice job out there.
You too, Hilda. Good to see you back safe and sound. That was one close fight, huh?
You think so? I didn't even break a sweat.
Really? Well, I guess we did have the upper hand for most of it.
We sure did. And yet you still charged headfirst into the most contested part of the battlefield. You know, that's why you end up feeling like every battle is some huge ordeal. It's so unnecessary. I know you want to argue. I can see it in your eyes. Living fast and loose is only gonna land you in an early grave.
Well, it's not like I'm trying to live like anything. This is just how mercenaries are. You can't distinguish yourself by hanging around in the back, and if you don't stand out, you don't get paid. People notice you if you do something showy on the front lines, and that can bring in the next job, you know?
You're basically commanding an entire army now? What does recognition matter at this point?
You're probably right. I guess I've just gotten so used to fighting like that, it's hard to change. Aren't there a bunch of mercenaries in Goneril territory? Pretty sure I've heard of a merc company stationed at the throat.
Yeah, we use mercenaries a lot when we're beating back the Almyran army.
Then I'm sure they're the same as me. Haven't you seen them going all hog wild, competing with each other up at the front?
I've never really fought with them, but I can imagine that they're way different from regular knights. My brother is always going on about how some guy from some mercenary company or other died fighting at his side.
No surprise there. The more a merc makes a show of themselves, the easier it is for the enemy to spot them.
Right? And that's exactly why I'm worried about you. You don't have to stress about grabbing attention and getting paid anymore. So just take it easy, okay? We don't want you dying before your time.
Yeah, okay, I'll keep that in mind. It's not like I have a death wish or something. I can't really change my fighting style overnight, but I'll try to keep the recklessness to a minimum. Don't worry. You know, I've never seen a noble worry so much about a mercenary. You just sit back and enjoy the show, all right?
Enjoy the show? Yeah, that sort of talk is so not making me feel any better.
I'll do my best.
I'm going to doze off. I just know it.
Let's earn our keep.
I'm not sure.
Oh, if I must. This should be easy if we work together.
Let's try this. I'll give you a hand.
Sure I can do this, but I'll try.
Yeah, I'll give it everything I've got.
You took the lead.
Please, excuse me.
It's not over.
Not a problem. I've got this. The
I'll
stronghold's out!
It probably won't sway you, but I recommend a swift withdrawal.
One step closer to my goal. All part of the plan.
I hope I do this right. I won't run away! Please, excuse me. Is this okay? Please, excuse me. Is this okay?
Take a breather.
This area is ours now. This isn't good. We need to muster our strength.
Face my comrades after this.
We did it!
It's not over.
Still improving.
You always come through for us, even more than I expected.
We'll do it together. I've got you now.
Well, I suppose.
We'll do it together. I've got you now. Yeah, not bad.
Let's call this a success. I suppose.
We'll do it together! I got you now!
This place won't be a problem anymore. Not a problem. I've got this.
I'll fight too! Stay back! Hold you back.
Nice one.
Stay back. Please, come with me.
All part of the plan.
I hope I do this right.
I do hope you'll make this fun for me.
Not a problem. I've got that.
We seized it. Have to be careful.
I'll not falter.
Let's do this! We've won. Great job, everyone.
Battle.
I won't let myself stop here.
This is quite fascinating.